What is going on, everybody? We are back here again. Today we have a special course, Harmon Hills in Johnson City, Tennessee. And we are here at hole 1. It's 386 foot par 3. Dwayne going with his Roadrunner. Didn't get it turned over quite enough. And here I'm going with a Buzz, one that will still turn a little bit but still has a little fade. So you want to get just a tad bit turned over because it is downhill and it is further than you think.
Nice. Yeah, I think the mid-range is probably the play because you want something that's not going to finish. I threw a fairway and we saw it flexed out a little bit. So I think that mid-range, just punching it flat, it's pretty downhill, so it'll float through the gap there. I think that was the right play. So we've got about a 40, 45 footer here, probably right around there.
And with it being pretty much your first putts of the day, not a guaranteed putt you're gonna make.
Yeah. So for this round, we're playing 27 holes. There's actually 36 holes out here, so we're gonna play a 27 hole layout, and we're gonna do best shot doubles and just see how well we can shoot out here.
Because guys, let me tell you something. We are in for a treat.
Yeah, this course is amazing. So here we're on hole 2. This is a par 4. It goes through that gap and then it goes downhill and follows a tree line to the right. So basically, I was just trying to get us out the gap up on the hill. Basically, all we needed there. So let Carson try to get a little more aggressive here.
Yeah, so I was going with my Z Sparkle Scorch, trying to get it turned over a little bit. But as you can see, did not do that at all. It went straight into the tree. But good thing Dwayne had a nice shot out to the top of the hill. Pulled it just a bit right.
That's my first shank of the day, so
we'll blame it on the hill.
Yep, that's for sure. Yeah, one thing, the elevation doesn't really translate on this course is Carson throws a beautiful shot. What's that, Luna there or PA3?
It was a PA3.
Nice.
Yeah, you don't think it comes into play as much here just because you're not playing in up and down mountains, but it definitely still comes into play. I feel like it came into play a lot on this hole.
Yeah, and it's more elevated than it looks like in the recording. This hole's pretty far downhill and then it goes kind of back uphill.
But yeah, once we walked up to this hole, I knew we were in for a pretty good treat. So this is hole 3, the par 4, 503 feet. And it is reachable if you have a pure shot. I went back and watched some footage of the Masters playing them, and a couple guys, I think Philo got up there for an eagle look, and so did Michael Johansson. What did you throw off the tee there, Dwayne?
That was an FD. I was just trying to hit that gap you can see over there and put us in a good spot. So, yeah, we're in a decent spot after our drive. You going FD here as well?
Yeah, that's C-Line FD. R.I.P. No longer with us. But didn't push it straight enough before it started fading. And this was the difficulty of this hole that we were talking about, is you couldn't see that it went over another hill and back down. Yeah,
and we're on a pretty severe downslope there too, so Carson's going standstill here. I like that to kind of take the slope, not running up or running downhill really. So he puts us in a good spot there, probably circle's edge. Yeah. But this is way uphill here. The basket's above our heads right here when we're putting on this hole.
It looks like it's a lot closer, but it's a steep uphill putt as Dwayne chains out top left. Alpacas didn't stick this time.
Yeah, we're still trying to get the round going. We're had a little bit of a drive, but we're gonna pick it up here. Oh yeah, but this is one I think we definitely wanted to get. This is a very gettable par 4,
100%.
This hole. Okay, so yeah, this one goes out this gap. There's a hill. You'll see the top of the hill there, and then it goes down the hill and back up into another gap. It's a really cool hole. So basically, you want to just blast something as far as you can down there, get into the gap, get into position.
Yeah, pretty much I was just trying to capitalize on Dwayne's drive. He got us to the top of the hill, so I went with my Color Glow Star Wraith.
This is perfect. This is exactly what you want. Over the hill, finishing left.
And we had a little bit of a sketchy upshot. I saw this 2-foot, 3-foot gap in the tree and knew I could hit it, get it up there confidently. So we're up there for a putt, and now leave it to Dwayne, see if we can get a little bit more aggressive.
Yeah, so I'm trying to throw this one in. We have to hit that gap. It's not the worst gap, but it is a pretty small gap through the trees there.
Something else I do want to point out, so they have an 18-hole gold layout here, and so hole 3's tee pad, they play to this basket, hole 4's basket, and it is a good hole to say nonetheless. So this is hole 5, par 3. I think it was 233 feet.
No, it's 309.
309.
Yeah.
Whoops.
So it's like downhill and over to the right over there. So I was trying to throw a turnover, and everything's flexing out a little bit. The discs are acting we play at sea level all the time, so we're at what, like 3,000 feet here probably, and it's just flying a little more stable. This is a good shot. I think the forehand plays well.
Yeah, I saw it hit that gap down there on the right. I thought I was going to keep pushing, but got the same tree kick. And so, what would you say? This is like 50 feet?
Yeah, this is probably 50 up the hill there. I did the same thing twice.
I'm going to see if I can save it for us here, because these par 3s, man, the par 3s on this course
they're tough, especially playing it blind. It's hard to get par 3s playing it blind. That's a beautiful putt by Carson. Twice it's luck. Oh, luck it is.
Good catch by the top left chains. But yeah, I think we talk about it right here actually.
Yeah, so what are we at? What are we at right now?
Let's see.
3 under.
We got 2 and that one, so we're at 2 under right now.
Okay.
This is hole.
No, we got the par 4 before it, so we're at 3.
Oh yeah, that is right. This hole, guys, this was probably one of probably my favorite hole on the front.
Yeah, this hole's a monster. So you're going trying to go out that gap, and you see that sign with the arrow down there. You're trying to get left. There's like a gap, and it goes way uphill. So we're trying to get up into that gap over there. So it's a pretty demanding tee shot. It's a really positioned shot.
And that I just threw there was a verdict. I'm not quite sure what plastic it is, but it's a verdict. And this is actually, we got a good...
this is a great spot.
Good landing.
So this is a shot where I was just trying to get us up on the hill over there, because we're going back down into the right over there into a gap. So just trying to get up there. This is way uphill, so now Carson can get aggressive on our second shot here.
Yeah, I saw the gap, saw my Manus, and I was like, it's perfect this for the shot. And I guess...
That is the gap right there.
I get us up into the gap. Pretty good shot. Dwayne, I thought he was running it here.
Oh, yeah, it was Sky God, and I thought it was so good. And just the course knowledge, that tree, I don't know, the right side came into play quicker than I thought.
You saw me thinking about going with the backhand, and I was like, I don't want to. That's bringing in the tree on the left, immediate left right there. And forehand, I knew I could get that angle to match the slope and to have it rest right next to the basket. And got another birdie. I think we're 3 under as we speak right now.
4 under.
4 under. You're right.
So we're off to a good start, really. This hole, all right. This is a good one. So this is a massive turnover. Oh God. I'm debating the roller.
Do what you want.
And I'm like, do what you want, Dwayne.
I don't think I can get there with the backhand, if we're being honest. It's so low ceiling, it's really far.
There was no way I could get there with a backhand.
Yeah, so I was like, do we want to birdie it? I was like, I've got to throw a roller. And so this is my roller attempt here with a vortex.
When I was editing this video, I died when I was like, this has got to go in.
Oh man! So I'm like, let me throw a quick mulligan real quick, and then this is a scorch. No, this is a Hades. That's what it is, and that's terrible as well. So all the pressure's on Carson here to throw a good drive for us.
And this is, I mean, when you walk up and look at the hole, you're like, okay, it's pretty straightforward, but you don't realize that it's a long 445 feet.
Yeah, and the tee pad where we're standing, like, it's way back into the gap. So you have to get like 120 feet out into the gap, and then you got to go way right, like 300 feet. It's a really demanding tee shot. I think a 3 on this hole's pretty good. It probably doesn't get two'd very often. A big forehand would work really well, I
Yeah.
think.
But that was a K1 Falk that I just threw, and this is where we landed. See, I mean, still like 120 short. And I wish Dwayne would have gotten my roller that I threw it right after right after that shot, because it got pretty much right next to my main tee shot.
Yeah, it was cool. I think the roller is a good aggressive play on the backhand. I don't know what kind of run that was by Carson, but we'll allow it.
What? Yeah, through the legs.
Dwayne trying to get
yeah.
a little sneaky
Yeah,
here.
I just tossed that right into the right side of the basket somehow.
So there are 2 holes on this course that are the shortest par 4s you have ever seen in your life. So this is hole 8, and it's a par 4, and it's 333 feet. And there's also another hidden danger on this hole that we're gonna wait till you find out what exactly it is.
Well, you can see the tee sign on this hole. It's basically a U-turn, so
Yeah.
that's why it's 333 feet. But you can't really. I mean, you could eagle it, but you're not trying to get more than like 240 feet off the drive. Really, you're just trying to get to the bottom of the hill where that sign is.
It is a tight gap, and there's pretty much no option to cut it off inside, because there is a thick wall that you actually see right here.
Yep. So that's that early wall. So you really want to get past this wall. We're in jail over there. We
Yeah.
don't have much, really.
This was really the only hole on the day that we both threw bad tee shots and didn't really ever have a chance at birdie.
Yeah. That was really terrible.
Yeah, it's a great performance by us two on this hole right now.
Yep. So we're just left to try to toss one in. I thought that was pretty good. Just didn't have the juice on it.
And so I'd step up with my Luna. Thought I was going to give it a solid bit after watching Dwayne almost throw it in. And, yeah, baby.
Oh, the old shank job.
I fluff it like like I didn't even try.
Yep, that was a very disappointing part. Even for never having played this hole before, it was just, it's so straightforward. Like, it felt like you didn't need much, but this was a hard one. This was cool. This was almost, Carson's drive almost went down this cliff off the tee shot.
Yeah, that big tree that y'all saw up there right above it, that was where my disc was leaning on. But this was pretty cool.
This is insane.
So you like walk around the basket and you just see a pit and you're like, what in the world is going on here? And you just see a black hole into nothingness, and then you keep walking up and you just feel cold, like very cold air coming.
Yeah, because it's spring water in the cave. Like, there's actually water in the cave. So it's probably like 15 degrees colder and really moist down there. This was ominous. I was staying there like, this is kind of scary, dude. But it was also really cool. He built a deck in there. I guess some people will jump in there in the middle of their round, which is kind of crazy.
Yeah, you would not catch me jumping in there.
No,
And
dude.
It gave me a weird vibe, man.
I've seen way too many horror films to be jumping in that kind of water in that cave.
He knew it. There could have been a monster. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, this is hole 9. Okay, so that hill is so far away. So it goes up the hill, and then at the top of the hill, it goes way to the left. And so this hill is super deceiving. It looks like you can throw it to the top of the hill pretty easily, but it's a smash to get all the way to the top of the hill.
And I accidentally did not record Dwayne's drive, but
That's okay. It sucked anyway, so we didn't.
this didn't suck, though. That was a great shot.
Yeah, that was a completely blind approach shot. So you can't see the basket from over there. It's way uphill and then back downhill around this bush.
And this was probably the worst shot I threw of the day. Like, that hill incline is so steep and so, like, just difficult to throw from. I mean, I've never had to throw from an angle like that before, and it was tough to judge the distance, but Dwayne got us a little putt.
Oh, I thought that was so good,
I
too,
did
out of your
too.
hand. Yeah,
2K
this is
chicks.
way uphill, too.
So we parred that hole. But this is hole 10, par 4, 629 feet. And let me tell y'all guys,
Oh, yeah.
we were thrown to the wrong basket. We thought you had to shoot down that tunnel and the basket was at back there on the right. but actually it was just a big hyzer shot on top of this hill to the left.
Yeah, I said mine was terrible, but it was actually was over towards that fairway. It wasn't a great shot either way, but like we thought we were trying to go over. We thought this was going to be good. This was heading towards that gap over there. So I guess this is just what happens when you play a course blind. It really did look like it was going over there.
Mm-hmm. But also in the winter, there's a backhand Annie line on the left side when those leaves aren't there on those trees.
This is a really tough approach shot here. You can see the basket up there. I don't know what the best shot. I guess more off the tee shot.
Normally, I think if you knew where the basket was, you're playing more up to the top of the hill on the left. You get like a forehand around those trees.
Yeah.
Or I saw somebody on another coverage do a thumber in there.
Yeah. So that's a pretty good shot. Yeah, we just really cut the angle off there. So this is a quite far putt. We probably got like 60, 70 feet there.
But we both gave it two hell of a good run. I mean, that was a really good run. When I was walking by, it looked like it was going in.
Yeah, this is a really cool par 4. It's super demanding. It'd be a really good birdie to get for sure. It'd take a really good drive and then a really technical approach shot in.
Yeah, after the round we talked to a guy and he was like, yeah, Chris Dickerson normally gets up pin high and he just has a jump putt look at eagle, and it's insane.
Yeah, so for those watching, this is actually one of Chris Dickerson's home courses. He lives he's from about like 10 or 15 minutes away from Harmon Hills, so oh, okay, I remember this one. This one's just kind of a straight shot, right? Mm-hmm. But it plays over a hill and then back downhill a little bit, so it takes good speed control. Got to hit the angle, right? I think Carson's going buzz here, trying to throw it straight.
And it's a great course design. You have a challenging par 4 before this, and then they hit you with a pretty straightforward par 3, which you're gonna want a birdie if you're in a tournament.
Yeah,
because there's not many gimme birdies out here.
Yeah. This course is really good for speed control and like landing zones. So this is a hole 12. It's a par 4. So your drive, you want to get up into this gap that you can see, and then it kind of just goes into the woods over there. So I'm just trying to put us in position.
And this was a great shot.
Yeah. Up into the gap was great. It's kind of like a rocky hill over there. That was pretty good.
So yeah, I think you either want to be short because it is rocks where he landed, or just be further left. Here we thought we were clean, so I went with a roller. And little did we know,
I thought that was the best roller I've ever seen.
Oh yeah, that was gonna be.
So we get down there, and there's a pit. I don't know if Carson shows the pit here.
You'll be able to see it.
Okay, but there's a massive pit. So the roller does not play. Like, my drive was on the very edge of the pit. So, yeah, roller, not the play.
Because, it's a steep pit, too. And if you go down there, there's a drop zone where you got to throw from specifically, and it's at the very bottom of it. But, yeah, this whole side is just rocks and everything, and you got to get lucky with your landing, or else you're most likely rolling down into that pit.
Yeah, we were like standing on rocks when we were throwing that, so it's kind of sketchy, but Carson got us nice and close here. I feel like we played this hole pretty well.
Yeah, we did. This was like this and the last hole were like our only inside the circle putts.
Yeah,
I think we've had.
Yeah. Playing the course blind, as many inside the circle putts for birdie, that's really an achievement.
Yeah.
Oh, this is another one of those really short par 4s, and I hit this one perfectly. It goes up and it bends way to the left, kind of another U-turn hole. So that was a Lucidex verdict, and that was probably my best feeling shot of the day. Just hit the gap perfectly.
Yeah, it looked really good. And now I'm looking, because the basket's only like 230 feet from where the tee pad is. And I was seeing if there's any other special lines, but they did a pretty good job at cutting out any sneaky lines you can hit.
Yeah, there were no Simon lines. You kind of had to hit this gap, which Carson wasn't able to do there. But luckily, we're in a good spot. This is really prime position here.
Nice little zone flick up.
Yep, it's first sidearm of the day.
About 15 feet.
Like 20 feet.
I'm going my zone as well. Trying to throw it in. Psych.
Carson's
didn't want it.
2 for 2 shanks on trying to throw in from about 200 feet right now.
So Dwayne's got the solo birdie here.
Oh yeah,
I know I made this putt.
We'll let
but
Carson
he could-
tap it in to feel good, you know.
Yeah, I needed a little feel good putt.
Cool. I think is that.
Got a little tricky, and that was it, everybody. So I just want to say thank you all so much for watching, and I'll say thanks for Dwayne for coming and joining and commentate. Keep an eye out for the back 13 coming towards the end of this week or the beginning of next week. But yeah, I'll say thank you guys so much for watching. If you haven't already, please like, comment, subscribe down below, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.
Awesome. Thanks, y'all.